My name is Sallu, working as Senior Application Engineer. So what is PDM? PDM is basically called Product Data Management tool, where you can organize, control, and find all the important engineering information, and allow sharing of data between downstream departments like purchase, manufacturing, and quality assurance to share data like bill of materials and list of and documents. And also you can control and secure and facilitate the access between these teams and daily work in progress, and as well as for engineering, R&D and design departments. So it's basically sharing data and managing data in a proper way. Before going into the presentation, this is a small video so which will explain what is SolidWorks PDM is. I'll give you a small introduction on it. Let's watch this. Okay, so we have seen what SolidWorks can do, SolidWorks PDM can do. The one is sharing data, maintaining revisions between different teams. Let's go and give me a moment. Sorry. So let's see what are the 6 common issues, or the major issues usually customer faces without a PDM system. So first is reference loss due to so let's see all these 6 first. It's like reference loss due to file being renamed or moved, poor performance over working on network, or saving the files over network, wasting time when searching files, and difficulty in maintaining past versions, and work loss due to overwriting of files. So, and manufacturing the wrong version of the design. So let's go further in detail to see what these common issues can do. So reference loss due to files being renamed or moved. So one is all the reference will be automatically updated when files are moved. Usually when you have a 3D CAD software, so when you have part assembly and drawing files, each of these 3 files are related to each other. When you change the file name, or when you change the folder location, you might end up losing the reference. So this can be automatically updated by SolidWorks PDM, and files do not need to be opened in SolidWorks. Instead of it is done by PDM itself. No need to open it on any CAD software. And ascertainable your user rights to rename. So you can restrict the user rights so that they couldn't rename or move the files, or you can even delete the files from any folder or in folder location or through workflow status. And next is poor performance working over network, or like opening and saving files. So files are automatically downloaded when needed, like when you check out the file from the server, it is automatically done. All the record files are downloaded to your local machine, and opening and saving operation occurs on the workstation, which is much faster than the network. Check-in operation copies a new version to the vault so that your modifications are saved as a new version. And local vault view is constantly monitoring and letting user know if the versions have been created, so it can be sent an automated notifications to other users when you are saving and opening files. Files can be automatically replicated to remote servers for quick access over LAN instead of WAN. So the third problem is wasted time searching for files. So SolidWorks PDM has a robust search tool right inside the Windows Explorer for any file. Like you don't need to have a different interface, so it's already in Windows Explorer. So you can also search the files using the custom properties of the files, and also all design data is stored in and managed in one location, so it don't need to go and search in multiple locations, and it's quicker as you use Windows Explorer, and you can also save favorite searches. So the next one is maintaining past versions of file. So when there is new versions are automatically added when the files are modified and checked into the server, and SolidWorks easily retrieve all the versions when while working in the SolidWorks. And access to older versions can be controlled by user rights. So you can go back to any versions at any time when you have the user rights to roll back. So you can automatically delete it or move to a storage location where it doesn't occupy your storage memory. And work class due to overwriting of files, for example, in a multi-user scenario when two users are working on the same file, so you might end up losing data. So here it will give only a PDF system will give only write access to one user, so the user can only view the file. So it's like one user work at say one time, so others can only view the files. So changes are stored in new version, as I said in the previous issue. Changes are stored as new versions are maintained as well, maintaining the password, multiple versions, and users know who currently working on the file, so that they can request them to allow to release the file for their modifications. And others can also access checked out files but cannot modify them, but they just something one can view but not modify. Next issue is manufacturing wrong version of the design. So this is a common issue in situation where customers have both manufacturing and design department, or said they have designs which has to be manufactured to and by the vendors or by them also. There's always issue like say they find the manufactured version is not the which they want to manufacture. So in this case, SolidWorks PDM as a centralized storage of files which will be duplicates. So when automatic notification will be sent via email when changes occurred, and user rights to access files controlled by release status in the electronic workflow. So it is controlled by electronic flow. So when the file is ready for manufacturing, the file will be available for the manufacturing team to get manufactured. So in this way, you can avoid sending the wrong version or the revision of the file for manufacturing. So these are the common six problems. There are other issues also which PDM can send. So let's go and see what is more about SolidWorks capabilities. So what is SolidWorks PDM is? SolidWorks PDM is a data management tool developed for SolidWorks users to manage the day-to-day process to increase to manage the engineering data and increase throughput and use data design reuse. In addition to SolidWorks files, SolidWorks PDM also supports other CAD data and non-CAD data and also support multi-CAD user environments like other CAD files like AutoCAD, Inventor, ProE, Solid Edge, and any CAD files can be managed with SolidWorks PDM. And Microsoft Windows, Microsoft Office files, graphics files, or any application which is based on Windows. When coming to capabilities of SolidWorks PDM, so first one is granular security, powerful search tool, replication, flexible workflow, data connectivity, and it's a scalable solution with a short productivity curve. So what is granular security? SolidWorks PDM should have a user ID password to log in or to access any data, so that it can protect the intellectual property. Operation through network, operational links to network operating systems, and You can control the access for the files and the folders and the bill of materials, and you can also have also maintain history and multiple log files. It can manage the data in a secure way. So with multiple options like assigning the folder per locate file permissions, location permission, and as well as workflow permissions. Next one will be a powerful search tool which will facilitate design reuse, where you can find the data which you want easily, faster. Searching paths is quite faster when you compare with the PDM with the non-PDM environment. So that you don't need to create those designs which you have to reuse, and you can also save those searches to as favorites so that you can reuse it again. And next one will be replication. This is basically for those companies which has multiple offices and as well as multiple locations. So if you want share data between these multiple locations, so it can be. So this enterprise PDM, so this PDM has this application capability so that you can share our data whenever you want. For example, you can create a settings like once in a day or twice in a day on any particular time you want. So that you don't need to share data by sending through email, sending a bulk files through email or any other for sharing links. Flexible workflows which will help you to streamline and enforce company process and ensure compliances to your company and ensure it's easy to set up a workflow. It can be a single one or multiple or any complex workflow can be set really quite fast in a very fast way, and it's very easy to set up and it's quite flexible also. It can be any complex process of your company can be set up using the SOLIDWORKS workflow, and it is electronic so that automated notifications are sent. For example, when the files are sent for approval, or the file automated notifications sent to those approvers, and it can be a single or multiple approvers or multi-level approval. So everything done automated, so no manual works involved. And data connectivity as PDM is through network, so sharing data like drawings or bill of material to the purchase department or manufacturing team is quite easier. It's just through notifications, and you can also import and export data, so like Excel sheet or this CSV format. For example, if you purchase the bill of material as CSV format to put it inside your ERP system is also possible, which is quite just like click of a lay icon, so you will get the bill of materials on Excel sheet. So it's quite fast, so no data transfer is involved, just everything's through network and faster. And sometimes PDM is a scalable solution, no matter it's one user or hundreds of users, or can be multiple locations, or one location or any location around the globe. And it is easy to implement irrespective to the number of users. And if any automation required, there's an API interface where we can program and customize your process and automate it. As of implementation is quite fast, it's basically 7 days minimum to 14 days to maximum. So, and there's very low training required, just the maximum training for users is just a half a day. And it is configurable based on your requirement. It is very much flexible and built as an extension of Windows Explorer. So you can see the screenshot on the screen, which is an Explorer window. So there's no different interface to learn, and it can be integrated within SolidWorks or any other CAD softwares. To summarize, SOLIDWORKS PDM is tightly integrated with integrated PDM system that can help you in increase engineering throughput, lower engineering and manufacturing costs, and maintain control and aid with compliance. Which means you can configure it your way. And SOLIDWORKS PDM is produced and backed by SOLIDWORKS, ensuring tight integration to SOLIDWORKS and synchronized releases. Every year, 2 months there is new service pack release, and every year there is a new version of SOLIDWORKS PDM is also released with SOLIDWORKS. And SOLIDWORKS has a very good service team and has a support network through WAR channel, which is very much robust. So you can have a local support. So with the granular security, you can control access and supplier access. You can also enable design reuse when using share tool, search tool with SOLIDWORKS PDM. And with replication, you can enable global communication. It can be anywhere around the globe. You can share data between the offices and teams around the globe. And maintain compliance through workflow. You can configure the process, your current company's process, which you don't need to change the company's process when you implement PDM. And also minimize errors and data entry because generation of bill of material and sharing is automated here. So you can minimize errors and any manual entries required. And it's reduced risk of adding people, like even though it is involved multiple users, hundreds of users in it. So everything is controlled, and it has a faster ROI. So because you can start your SOLIDWORKS PDM when once the implementation is done, it's maximum of 14 days. So that's all about my presentation today. So these are a customer who uses PDM